Good morning, students. Welcome to Standard 9th Algebra Chapter 7 Statistics Part 3. Now, we have already learned the measures of central tendency, that is, mean, median and mode of the given data. What is mean? The average of the given data is known as mean, which we have learned in the junior classes. Mode, the peak of data, whichever bar of histogram is the tallest or the class having the highest frequency is known as mode. Now, median is the middle of the given data. Suppose the data size is n and if the number of given data is n, arrange the given data in ascending or descending order. We have two options. If n is odd, the median is the midpoint of the class that contains the n plus 1th upon 2th entry. And if n is even, then we need to take the average of the midpoints of two classes, that is n upon 2th and n upon 2 plus 1th entry of the ordered set. Now we will be doing question number 9 of exercise 7.5. The mean of 35 observations is 20, out of which mean of first 18 observation is 15 and mean of last 18 observation is 25. We have to find the 18th observation. Now let us see the solution. As the formula of mean is the sum of all observations upon total number of observation, the sum of all observation is equal to mean multiplied by total number of observations. The mean of 35 observation is given as 20. Therefore, sum of 35 observation is equal to 20 multiplied by 35, and that is equal to 700, which we will take it as equation number 1. Now, the mean of first 18 observation is 15. Therefore, sum of first 18 observations is 15 multiplied by 18, which is 270. So that we will take it as equation number 2. The mean of last 18 observations is 25. Sum of last 18 observations is equal to 25 multiplied by 18, and that is equal to 450, which is equation number 3. Now when we add total observations, that is first 18 observation and last 18 observation, we get it as 36 observations. But we have been given that there are only 35 observations. So 18th observation is observed 2 times. So to find out the 18th observation, we can find sum of first 18 observations plus sum of last 18 observation, and from the total we subtract sum of 35 observations. So from equation 1, 2 and 3, it is 270 plus 450 minus 700. Therefore, we get it as 720 minus 700, which is equal to 20. Therefore, the 18th observation is 20. We move on to question number 10. The mean of 5 observations is 50. One of the observation was removed from the data. Hence, the mean became 45. Find the observation which was removed. Solution. As the formula says, mean is equal to sum of all observations upon total number of observation. Therefore, the sum of all observation is equal to mean multiplied by total number of observations. Now here total observation was 5. The mean of 5 observation is 50. Therefore, sum of 5 observations is equal to 5 multiplied by 50 and that is equal to 250, equation number 1. Now, one of the observation was removed and therefore the mean was 45. Now, when the observation is removed, total number of observation left with us is 4. Total number of observation is 5 minus 1, that is equal to 4. Therefore, mean of 4 observation is 45. Therefore, the sum of 4 observations will be equal to 45 multiplied by 4 and that is equal to 180. To find the observation which was removed, sum of 5 observation minus sum of 4 observations which will be equal to 250 minus 180 and that is equal to 70 from equation 1 and 2. Therefore, the observation which was removed was 70. Question number 11. There are 40 students in a class. Out of them, 15 are boys. The mean of marks obtained by boys is 33 and that for girls is 35. Find out the mean of all students in the class. Total number of students is equal to 40. Number of boys is 15. Therefore, the number of girls will be 40 minus 15 and that is equal to 25. The mean of marks obtained by 15 boys is 33. Therefore, the sum of marks obtained by boys is equal to 33 multiplied by 15, taking the formula of mean, which is equal to 495. Let it be equation number 1. The mean of marks obtained by 25 girls is 35. Therefore, sum of marks obtained by girls is equal to 35 multiplied by 25 and that is equal to 875. Take it as equation number 2. So, the sum of marks obtained by boys and girls together will be equal to 495 plus 875 from equation 1 and 2, which is equal to 1370. Now, mean of all students will be equal to sum of marks of all students upon total number of marks, which is equal to 1370 upon total students, that is 40. And we get the mean as 34.25. Therefore, the mean of marks of all students in the class is 34.25. Now, we will do question number 10. The weight of 10 students in kg are given as 40, 35, 42, 43, 37, 35, 37, 37, 42, 37. Therefore, we have to find the mode of the data. Now, we will arrange the given data in ascending order, that is 35, 35, 37, 37, 37, 37, 40, 42, 42 and 43. Now, to find the mode, we have to find which number is repeating maximum number. And here in this question, we have 37 which repeats 4 times. Therefore, the mode of the given data is 37 kg. Let us move on to question number 13. In the following table, the information given about the number of families and the siblings in families is which is less than 14 years of age. We have to find the mode of the data. Number of siblings, that is number of children, 1 is having 15 families. Family with 2 children is 25. The family with 3 children is 5 and family with 4 children is 5. So we have the family here which is maximum 25. Therefore, the observations having maximum frequency is the mode of the given data and therefore the mode of the given data is 2 children. Question number 14. Find the mode of the following data. The marks obtained by the number of students is given. 35 marks are obtained by 9 students, 36 marks obtained by 7 students, 37 by 9, 38 by 4 students, 39 by 4 and 40 marks by 2 students. Now here we have maximum frequency as 9, which is scored 35 marks and 37 marks. Therefore, mode is equal to the frequencies of two observations and therefore it is 35 and 37. Here we complete exercise 7.5. Let us learn the frequency table. Now, suppose the data is given in a table, marks obtained by 14. Marks obtained 14 is only one student. 15 marks is obtained by 2 students. 16 marks is obtained by 5 students. 17 marks is obtained by 2 students. Total number of students is here is 10. Now, we will be finding mean for this type of frequency table. So here we have to multiply Fi into Xi, that is frequency into the marks. So we can find out the total marks. 14 multiplied by 1 is equal to 14 into 1, 40. 15 multiplied by 2 is equal to 30. 16 multiplied by 5 is equal to 80. And 17 multiplied by 2 is equal to 34. So to find the mean of such given data is, we will find the total of Fi(xi), that is summation Fi(xi), and we get here as 158. So mean of this frequency table is x bar is equal to summation Fi(xi) upon capital N, that is total number of observation. Here summation Fi(xi) is 158 and N is 10. So mean will be 158 upon 10 and that is equal to 15.2. Now here we will be learning about grouped frequency table from an ungrouped frequency table. The data given here is 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 6 and so on. The highest number is 19 and the smallest number is 6. Therefore, the range is 19 minus 6 is equal to 13. Now, we will make small groups of this given data. That is, we will take the class from 5 to 10, 10 to 15 and 15 to 20. So that all the numbers or observation will be included in these three classes. Now, what is tally marks? We will be learning about tally marks, that is, we have to include the given observation in each groups. So, first observation is 6. It will come in the first row, that is 5 to 10. Again, the next number 6 will come in the first row, that is 5 to 10. Next number, that is 7, will come in the first row, that is 7. Same way, we have to complete all the observations of the given data into small groups. Here 7 again will come in the first row. Now here already we have 4 standing lines. Now the fifth one will be 8, which is coming in the first row or first class. It will be slanting, cutting all the 4, that is one set is over. So the observation will be 5. Next number 9 is coming in the first class again. So we will make a different set, that is starting from the beginning. Now it is again coming in the first class 5 to 10. So the first standing line of the second set. 10 will go in the second row, that is second class. 11 again in the second class. 12 again in the second class. 6 now it will come in the first class, that is 5 to 10. 7 again in the first class, that is 5 to 10. 8 again in the first class, that is 5 to 10. Now next number, that is 11, will come in the second class. 12 will come in the second class as vertical line. So one set of numbers is over, one set of group of 5 is over in the second class. Next 12 will come in the second class, so it will start as a new set. 6 will come in the first class, it will be vertical slanting, so second set is over. 7 again will come in the first standing line, then 13 will come in the second row, 14 will come in the second row, 14 again will come in the second row, 9 will come in the first row, 6 will come in the first row, 7 will come in the first row, 8 will come in the first row. Now 3 set is over. 9 again will come in the first row. Next number 17 will come in the third row. 12 will come in the second row. 16 will come in the third row. 14 will come in the second row. 18 will come in the third row. 12 will come in the second row. 19 will come in the third row. 6 will come in the first row. 17 will come in the third row. 18 will come again in the third row. So here we have in the first class 5 to 10, 3 sets of 5 plus 2. So here we have got 17. In the second class, 2 sets of 5 plus 2, that is 12. 15 to 20, we have 1 set of 5 plus 1, and that is equal to 6. So total frequency is 35. Like this, we will be grouping the ungrouped data into small groups. Now what is a class? When the observations are divided into suitable groups, each of the group is called a class. Class limit. The end values of classes are called class limits. For the class, in the previous example, 5 to 10, which was the first row, the lower class limit is 5 and the upper class limit is 10. Frequency. The total observations in each class is called the frequency of that class. The above example, we had 12 observations in the class 10 to 15. Therefore, the frequency is 10 in the class 12. Class width or class size or class interval. When continuous classes are given, the difference between the upper class limit and the lower class limit is known as class width. It is also known as height of the class. If the upper class limit is x and lower class limit is y, then class width is x minus y. Now in the previous example, the classes were 5 to 10, 10 to 15 and 15 to 20. Therefore, the class width here is 10 minus 5 and that is equal to 5. The class width should be same for all the class in the same question. What is class mark? The average of the lower class limit and the upper class limit for a given class is known as class mark. Here, let the upper limit be x and lower limit be y. Therefore, class mark is equal to upper class limit plus lower class limit upon 2, which is equal to x plus y upon 2. Now, in the given question, 5 to 10, it will be 10 plus 5 upon 2, that is 15 upon 2, therefore class mark is 7.5. Second class 10 to 15, the class mark will be 10 plus 15 upon 2, and that is equal to 25 upon 2 is equal to 12.5. Next class, the class mark will be 15 plus 20 divided by 2, which is equal to 35 by 2 and will be equal to 17.5. Let us do some questions of exercise 7.3. First question, for the class interval 20 to 25, write the lower class limit and the upper class limit. Here, the lower class limit is 20 and upper class limit is 25. The number which is the smallest one will be the lower class limit and the bigger one will be upper class limit. Question number 2. Find the class mark of the class 35 to 40. The class mark is given as average of the lower class limit and upper class limit. Therefore, it will be lower class limit plus upper class limit upon 2. The lower class limit is 35 and upper class limit is 40. Therefore, the class mark will be 35 plus 40 upon 2, which is equal to 75 upon 2, and that is equal to 37.5. Therefore, the class mark of the class 35.40 is 37.5. Now, here in this module, we have learned about mean, median and mode of grouped and ungrouped data. We have learned how to make the grouped frequency table from an ungrouped frequency table. We have also learned how to make the class of a grouped ungrouped frequency table. We have learned about the class limit, class width, frequency. Thank you, students.